What is plagiarism? Many people think of plagiarism as copying another's work or borrowing someone else's original idea, but terms like copying and borrowing can disguise the seriousness of the offense. To use another's production without crediting the source, to commit literary theft, or to present as new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. In other words, plagiarism is an act of fraud. It involves both stealing someone else's work and lying about it afterwards. But can words and ideas really be stolen? According to the US law, the answer is yes. The expression of original ideas is considered intellectual property and it protects by copyright laws, just like original inventions. All of the following are considered plagiarism: turning in someone else's work as your own, copying words or ideas from someone else without giving credit, failing to put a quotation in quotation marks, giving incorrect information about the source of a quotation, changing words by copying the sentence structure of a source without giving credit, copying so many words or ideas from a source that it makes up the majority of your work, whether you give credit or not. You can avoid plagiarism in most cases by simply citing the source, acknowledging that certain material you've borrowed, and provide your audience with the information necessary to find the source you've used or where you found the information. What about images, videos, and music? Using an image, video, or piece of music in a work you have produced without receiving proper permission or providing appropriate citation is plagiarism. The following activities are very common in today's society: copying media, special images, from other websites to paste them into your own papers or websites, making a video using footage from other videos or using copyrighted music as part of your soundtrack, performing another person's copyrighted music, also called today as covers, or composing a piece of music that borrows heavily from another's composition.
As my colleague was saying, plagiarism is the practice of telling or taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them as one of your own. I asked myself, how can this affect your personal formation? For example, let's take into consideration a biology essay. If you take information from a certain website, you're citing someone else's ideas and points of view in that certain topic. This not only fails to express your point of view and your thoughts about that topic, but you are also stealing someone else's work. I ask myself too, how would you feel if someone else gets credit for work that you've done? This is morality. It's actually stealing without asking for permission from the person who did that work, who was making the effort to complete the work. So you're actually living out of someone else's point of view and failing to produce your own. Apart from that, you are also getting used to getting things done for you instead of going there and doing stuff for you and, I don't know, progressing like a human being. You're actually failing to do something by your own, and this might affect you in the future because if you want to start a personal project, if you want anything, it has to be done by yourself. You have to learn to work for yourself, and you have to learn to accept that the only way to progress is to getting things done by your means. So that's my that's my way of thinking into plagiarism. It's not only bad for you, but it's also bad for the people that actually did the work that you're plagiarizing. So they would feel discredited, and I quite frankly I think they feel mad because they're not receiving credit for the work they did. Talking about morality and people getting mad at somebody for using their work and doing something else with that work, we can actually see this in small ways, like in class essays, or in big ways. For example, Samsung and iPhone. Samsung had a very big fine and a very big a lawsuit due to copying some hardware designs from iPhone, and they actually had to pay a lot of money. So that's bad.
Avoiding plagiarism is important. It is important to properly concede to the contributions and information made by other people. It shows respect for their work. Most importantly, you are giving credit where credit it is due. You are not deceiving the person who reads it to falsely believe that the work is yours. From the point of view of what we have discussed about plagiarism here, there is a definite fact that plagiarism is found at the premier in academics. This is an increasing lure among students and an invariable complication from the professors in dealing with the issue. The academic community definitely values the acknowledgement of other people's contributions to knowledge, and therefore the punishment for someone who gets caught for plagiarism could be severe. Hence, it is very vital for students to understand what plagiarism means and the consequence of plagiarism. The consequences of plagiarism can be personal, professional, ethical, and legal. With plagiarism detection software so readily available and in use, plagiarists are being caught at an alarming rate. Once accused of plagiarism, a person will most likely always be regarded with suspicion. Plagiarists include academics, professionals, students, journalists, authors, and others. Plagiarism allegations can cause a student to be suspended or expelled. Their academic record can reflect the ethic offense, possibly causing the students to be barred from the entire college, from high school or another college. A school, college, and university take plagiarism very seriously. Most educational institutions have academic integrity committed to police students. Many schools suspend students for their first violation. Students are usually expelled for further offenses. A professional business person, politician, or public figure may find that the damage for plagiarism follows them for the entire career. Not only will they likely be fired or asked to step down from their present position, but they will surely find it difficult to obtain another respectable job. Depending on the offense and the plagiarist's public stature, his or her name may become ruined, making any kind of meaningful career impossible. We obtain this information from plagiarism.com and authenticate.org.